Well, tonight in segment 2, it's backed by popular demand, weather myths. You call them weather facts, weather fiction. What is what? Well, tonight I put 3 more to the test. Weather myth number 1. You can predict the weather based on your coffee. Here's how this one goes. Supposedly, you can tell from looking down your morning cup of coffee if a storm is brewing. Thanks. Folklore says if the bubbles gather in the middle, then expect fair weather. But if the bubbles cling to the sides of the cup, then it will rain.
I would like to know more about it.
Here's the science behind it. Low pressure or rising air causes the surface of the coffee to be slightly convex, shoving the bubbles to the edge. High pressure, sinking air causes the surface to be slightly concave. That pushes the bubbles together at the center.
I had some dreams, they were clouds in my coffee, clouds in my coffee.
Fact is, this doesn't always work. Moisture and other factors determine whether the bubbles gather, but it does make for great coffee talk. The myth is busted. Weather myth number 2. Chimney smoke descends, our nice weather ends. The folklore goes that smoke rising from a chimney means great weather. But if the smoke won't rise, means it's gonna storm. Have you ever heard such a thing?
No. They have the other technologically reasons why it goes up the chimney with draft and flow. So the idea is to get it to go up the chimney.
The dirty particles in smoke tend to absorb the added moisture in advance of a storm. Hence the smoke becomes heavier and is dragged down. But in dry, sunny, calm weather, the hot smoke from a chimney rises straight up and will continue as long as it's warmer than the surrounding air. There are certainly other factors that determine rain, but most of the time, this really works. So the next time you see smoke rising straight up out of a chimney means it's going to be a great day. So that weather myth is true. Our final myth, weather affects the distance a baseball can travel. We know that the high altitude plays a huge role. The Colorado Rockies Stadium is a mile above sea level. This thinner air allows the ball to fly much farther. And there are other factors such as temperature, density, pressure, and wind that determine how far that ball's gonna fly. I got it! Turns out in warmer weather, the air is less dense because there are fewer molecules hitting the baseball. Because of that, there is less frictional drag, which allows the baseball to travel further. In colder temperatures, the air is much more dense, so that ball that was hit that would have been a home run may not even clear the fence. The heavier air will slow down objects moving through it because the object has to, in effect, shove aside more of the heavier molecules. And of course, when the batter is facing the wind, this can also keep the ball short of being a home run. So, the myth is true. In fact, guys, you know, science teacher will actually, sometimes they'll use sports to help explain things like physics or kinetic energy and things like that. We've had such fun with that, and we're taking your input on weather folklore. So if you have one, we'd love for you to send it to us, weather@kjrh.com. It's always fun.
Absolutely, and then you had a little fun putting this thing together too, didn't you?
Had fun putting it together and also had kind of a close call. We rarely show outtakes, but I did want to show you this. By the way, I am okay. Let's take a look at what happened when we shot our baseball stand up. 3, 2. And there are other factors such as temperature, pressure, density, and wind that determine how far that ball's gonna go. Almost got it. Darn it. Oh, darn it. I wanted to catch that ball. Came right at me. And I almost didn't take a glove out there. I thought, you know, I probably should take a glove just in case.
It's a good thing you did.
Right there. But I missed the ball.
So close. Glad you're all right.
I'm fine. It was
a good story, too.
Thanks.
Very good. Thank you, Dan.